I'm Mai Rodriguez, and this is Newsfeed. The Senate is stepping up its fight against online gambling. In a hearing led by Senator Erwin Tulfo, lawmakers revealed its impact on Filipino families, with 60% of operations reportedly illegal. PAGCOR's gaming revenue soared to 100 billion pesos last year, but thousands of illegal sites remain active. Senators Joel Villanueva and Risa Ontiveros warn of addiction, crime, and call for a total ban or stricter regulation. Senator Rodante Marcoleta, on the other hand, also named firms linked to major gambling activities, raising alarm over pension fund investments in the industry. Explain yourselves. That's a call coming from House Deputy Speaker Ronaldo Puno to the BICAM after allegations of budget manipulation resulted in lesser funds for some government agencies, while there was a supposed boost in funds for the Department of Public Works and Highways. On BNC's On Point Wednesday, Puno said public funds should go where they are intended, and people who use it for personal gain should be held accountable.
It bothers us that that is the number of people of that sort, no, that are in Congress. Not that there's anything intrinsically wrong in being contractor, but you're correct in that there appears to be a kind of conflict of interest, and especially if they do contracts for their own districts, no, because if they do that, that is clearly a criminal act.
Puno denied the lower house removed PhilHealth subsidy and cut DepEd funds in the 2025 budget, saying changes appeared only in the final GAA after the measure reached the Senate. He called for a probe into who made the alterations. The Senate has unanimously approved a resolution pushing for full transparency in the 2026 national budget. Now the spotlight turns to the House to act on the same call for accountability. Hanati has the story.
It's now up to the House of Representatives to act on the Senate's concurrent resolution for full transparency in the 2026 national budget. Senate Finance Committee Chair Win Gatchalian says some congressmen filed the same concurrent reso, but it hasn't been taken up yet.
Senate Concurrent Resolution number 4 is approved and approved unanimously.
The measure, backed by all senators, was adopted by the higher chamber and mandates Congress to upload key budget documents on their website. That includes the General Appropriations Bill, committee reports, amendments, BICAM reports, and transcripts. Next year's proposed national budget is at 6.793 trillion pesos, higher than this year's 6.352 trillion. Every change from the House version to the final report will be shown in a comparative matrix. Additions, deletions, and reallocations down to each program, activity, and project. All budget deliberations, from committee hearings to the BICAM, will also be live-streamed, a huge shift from what was once a closed-door conference meeting. Though not stipulated in the reso, Gatchalian had an agreement with Senator Ping Lacson that the Finance Committee Chair should divulge who amended or inserted what when a colleague seeks to clarify the matter.
Not only the proponents of the individual amendments, but also the history and justification, Mr. President.
And their amendments as well.
And their amendments as well, Mr. President. So, because for me, what's very important here is the justification on that amendments.
This push for transparency comes after controversies over insertions, hidden allocations added outside plenary debate. The public will also get an online platform to submit feedback on proposed allocations.
We will probably assign a person there to scar through all the emails and all the feedbacks that we will be getting, Mr. President.
In his recent SONA, President Bongbong Marcos slammed flood control projects that may have been used for corruption. He warned he would veto any budget that did not match the official national expenditure program. Some senators earlier insisted the real problem with budget insertions and dubious flood control projects may not be in the Senate, but across the hall in the House. Hannah Tia, Billionario News Channel.
Filipino pastry chef Miko Aspiras just cooked up a storm on the global stage. He was the guest judge for the MasterChef Australia Season 17 finale. Contestants had to recreate his stunning dessert masterpiece called the Botanical Garden. This edible work of art has 149 steps and took almost 5 hours to make, with truffles, mousse, calamansi foam, and even aloe vera spikes. Aspiras, a celebrated pastry chef in its own right, has been based in Sydney since 2019. Stay with the Billionaire News Channel. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Good afternoon.